Films and fermentation, movies and inebriation. With films and fermentation, comedy mixed with tasty libation. Films and fermentation, with Leo, Batman, and Mike.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Films and Fermentation. Tonight is a late summer, early fall movie preview episode. We're going to talk about some movies that were just released this week and some that will be released in the next couple months and give our little opinion on them. I think we should rank them tonight. We should do on a scale of 1 to 3, like 3 being we really want to see it, 1 being like give a shit, 2 being like I'll wait for streaming and see how it goes. Okay. So tonight is episode 202. We're calling it Superman, Smurfs, and Sips, a boozy movie review, because we're all really excited for the Smurfs. That's right. We are Films and Fermentation, a movie and alcohol podcast, #1 pop culture podcast on Good Pods. I'm Leo.
I'm Kevin.
I'm Mike.
We're 3 friends who like to talk shit about movies while getting shit-faced. In this episode, summer may be winding down, but Hollywood is still throwing blockbusters at us like it's trying to win a dodgeball tournament. In this episode, we preview the upcoming cinematic chaos from July through October. Everything from superheroes and capes to horror sequels that should probably call it quits. Grab your popcorn, pour yourself something fermented, because we're diving headfirst into a season of movie madness. Will Tron Ares light up the grid, or will the Smurfs be the blue wave no one asked for? Join us as we sip, snark, and speculate through the rest of 2025's theatrical lineup. Don't forget to drop us an email at filmsandfermentation@gmail.com or visit linktree.com/filmsandfermentation. Find all of our social media and podcast links. Become part of our Films and Fermentation family by watching us on the Pod Nation Media Network on Roku or joining our Substack newsletter. Hopefully everybody out there can't hear my cat throwing up on the floor next to me. I'm trying to concentrate, and all I hear is like hairball sounds in the background. We are an independent podcast, which means we are listener supported. So please consider joining our Patreon for as little as $1 a month to receive members-only content. That's right. For a $1 donation, Kevin will paint you like one of his French girls. Go to patreon.com/films and fermentation or purchase our merchandise at teespring.com. You can now text us at 904-867-4466. Please remember to identify yourself so I can give you a proper shout out. Also,
French girls look like Sasquatch.
I want to give a quick thanks to the KJ&A podcast, Kevin and Jason at KJ&A, who joined us last week for our Movies Where America Saves the World draft episode. We had a lot of fun. They sent us a message on X. We had such a fun time with Leo, Mike, and Kevman. It was informative and a blast. So, hope you check out that episode. It's officially our 6th highest, most downloaded episode on our list right now.
Wow.
Awesome.
So, what are we drinking tonight, gentlemen?
I'll go first. I don't think I've gone first in a while. What screams summer than anything in a red Solo cup? In this particular red Solo cup, no. This is margarita. Margarita on the rocks.
Nice.
Only to be followed, of course, with a Sam Adams Summer Ale. We're working through that variety pack. But I figured margaritas scream summertime,
Yeah, they do. I haven't had a margarita in a while. I should have had one of those tonight. Mike, what do you got going on?
I'm starting tonight off with a Mike's Hard Lemonade.
There you go. Nothing wrong with that. And I am drinking something I haven't had in a while, but it's very tasty, so I'm glad I decided to go with this tonight.
Jungle Juice.
It is, yeah, right. It is a Jack Daniel's Cherry Coca-Cola. So it's already pre-mixed in the can. It is 7% alcohol by volume. It's very tasty. I'm drinking it on the rocks because I like it to stay cold, so I have it in my Cheers mug.
Is that a
and when I finish that,
Is Is that a Cuba Libre? No, because that would have been rum. Not okay.
Yeah,
my bad.
Rum.
No, this is just a Jack and Coke, but it's cherry Coke, so it's got the little cherry flavor to it.
Mm-hmm.
And when I finish this can, I have a second can of 7% alcohol by volume Jack cherry Coke. So that's what we're drinking tonight. Mike, what's going on this week? Wait, I got to hold up. New computer. Here we go.
This week in film history with Mike. This week in film history with Mike.
In 1923, the Hollywood sign was officially dedicated in the hills above Hollywood, Los Angeles. It originally read Hollywoodland, but the last four letters were dropped after renovations in 1949.
Yes. I haven't read your facts beforehand, so I don't know what we got going on here tonight. So I'll do my best to add a little to something to each of them. Before the first one, Hollywoodland, there's actually a really good, pretty good movie that came out back in the early 2000s called Hollywoodland. And it's about the death of George Reeves, who was the original Superman on the serialized TV show.
That was more like a detective movie, wasn't it? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was Adrian Brody was the detective investigating George Reeves' death, and Ben Affleck actually played George Reeves as Superman.
Yeah.
It was one of his better roles. It was a really good movie.
Very noir.
Very noirish, yes. Next one, sir.
1977, The Spy Who Loved Me, 10th James Bond film starring Roger Moore and Barbara Bach, premieres in London.
Okay. All I can say about that one is it came out the year I was born.
This one's for you, Lee.
Yeah, I can say a lot about this one.
1981, Escape from New York, directed by John Carpenter and starring Kurt Russell and Donald Pleasance, premieres in the U.S.
Snake Plissken. I love Escape from New York. It's in my top, I would say it's my top 10 John Carpenter films. It just missed my Mount Rushmore when we did our Mount Rushmore a couple of weeks ago.
At least it's not Escape from L.A.
I actually don't mind Escape from LA. I'm a John Carpenter like purist, so it really doesn't bother me too much.
Yeah, but it's not as good as Escape from New York.
One of my favorite facts is that when he made Ghost of Mars in the early 2000s, it was supposed to be Escape from Mars. It was going to be the third film in the Snake Plissken trilogy. But Kurt Russell was already signed on to do another film or something, and John Carpenter just rewrote it as a different movie. I would have loved to have seen Escape from Mars, though. I think it would have been good.
1999, coming of age film. American Pie is released, directed by Paul Witt, starring Jason Biggs, Eugene Levy, and an ensemble cast.
This was the worst blind date I ever went on. Talk about awkward.
For the company or for the film or for both?
A little from column A, a little from column B.
That's one of my favorite stories to tell is seeing this in the theater at the United Artists in South Philadelphia, which was kind of a shithole of a theater. And as we were watching the movie, we got to the part where she says, this one time at band camp, I stuck a flute. And right before she told us where the flute went, the fire alarm went off. So the screen went black and we had to evacuate the theater. It turned out there was a fire in the popcorn machine, so they eventually let us back into the theater. And when they restarted the film, we thought that they had restarted it after that scene. And a bunch of people in the theater started screaming up at the projection room for the guy to rewind it. And the guy in the projection room was like, "It doesn't work that way."
I can't rewind them anymore.
This is back when he actually had a projector too, like not a digital film. And the guy was like, and people are like getting all upset. And then it happened to be that he had actually did start it a little bit before that, so we got to hear the scene. So everybody was fine after that. He just had to know where that flute went.
When everybody was evacuating the building, did you see a little nun priest sitting by the popcorn maker just going, I have saved all your souls?
That was the third time I had to evacuate the theater for a fire in the popcorn machine. It happened during Basic Instinct, American Pie, and Red Dragon. All right, next one you got there, Mike.
2005 Marvel superhero film The Fantastic Four, starring Ian Grufford, Jessica Alba, Chris Evans, and Michael Chiklis, premieres.
Oh, they just lost somebody too, didn't they?
They lost the guy that was
Dr. Doom. Yeah.
Dr. Doom. Yeah.
Yeah, the actor played Dr. Doom. He was young. He was like 53, 54 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It was, I want to say it was.
He was on Nip Tuck, I want to say.
Yeah, he was on Nip Tuck. He was on a couple shows on FX. I can't remember the actor's name.
Trying not to. Yeah, exactly. I don't want to be disrespectful, but I can't remember his name. I can look it up.
Julian, was it Julian something? I'm looking it up now.
Oh,
what is your opinion of that original Fantastic Four film?
Not bad.
It wasn't bad. It was a pretty good origin story.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. At a time where
Julian McMahon was the actor's name.
There you go.
Yeah.
When Spider-Man was like, coming back and getting people and ready for superhero movies again. This did an okay job of kind of like keeping step,
I thought it was okay when I saw it in the theater the first time. I wasn't a big fan of Jessica Alba as the Invisible Woman.
But the rest of the cast I thought was pretty good for.
Yeah. I loved Mike Chiklis as the Thing. I thought he was great.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed Chris Evans as
Human Torch.
Johnny Storm. Yeah. But she was just somebody like, I think she was like so popular at the time. It was like, let's just get Jessica Alba in the film. But there were other actresses I thought would have been better.
Yeah.
Like Sarah Michelle Gellar. Mike's interest has got peaked. All right. What's the next one you got there, sir?
2007 Harry Potter and the Order of Phoenix, the fifth film based on the books by J.K. Rowling, is released.
Yep. Longest book, shortest film.
I hated the most.
I know you didn't like it because it's cut a lot of stuff out. Well, maybe if the HBO series lasts long enough, you'll eventually get to see the actual Order of the Phoenix.
Kevin, here's for you. 2010 Inception, directed by Christopher Nolan and starring Leonardo DiCaprio and Joseph Gordon-Levitt, premieres in London.
I enjoy this movie. It's fun.
Yeah, this is like before I kind of knew who Chris Nolan was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was like after this, I was like, all right, this is somebody I got to like really watch, and that's when I kind of like went back and watched what's it?
Memento,
and I think this is after Dark Knight, so he was kind of already like on the rise at this point.
Mm-hmm.
No, I like Inception a lot.
Yeah.
Next one, sir.
And 2011 Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2, the last Harry Potter film, premieres in London.
Yeah.
The end of the series. It ended everything.
Always. Always. That's all I got to say about that.
All right. This is for both of you boys. 2017 Dunkirk, film directed by Christopher Nolan, with an ensemble cast including Mark Rylance and Tom Hardy, premieres in London, England.
Yeah, I love Dunkirk.
Was Cillian Murphy in this one as well?
I believe so. I think just about everybody who was like a Nolan like faithful was in this. So like Tom Hardy's in it, but you don't really see his face much, but he's in it.
He's a pilot, yeah.
He's a pilot. I think Cillian Murphy's got a brief role in it. Kenneth Branagh's in it. He was in Oppenheimer and a couple other films. Michael Caine has a voiceover.
Yeah.
As the commander of the Air Force. Like it's a lot of his players, but I love Dunkirk, man. It's such a masterful telling of a World War II story that not many people know about.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of World War II.
In 2023, fantasy comedy film Barbie, starring Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling, directed by Greta Gerwig, premieres at the Shrine Auditorium in Los Angeles.
I'm just Ken. Anywhere else I'd be a 10.
I think that song should go up against Am I a Man or Am I a Muppet? because they both kind of deal with identity crisis.
Mm-hmm. Three-way battle between I'm just Ken, Man or Muppet, and Blame Canada. Am I a man or am I a Muppet?
Am I a Muppet?
So that is our This Week in Film History. We have no beer news or movie updates this week.
Everyone's on vacation, reporters and brewers alike.
Movie updates is pretty much our main segment tonight, so it's going to be a shorter episode compared to some of our last episodes that have been pretty long. So we're going to go right to Mike's must-try beer craft destination this evening.
I got a must-try beer. This is Alaskan Amber from the United States. First brewed in 1986 as a 5.3% alcohol by volume. Alaskan Amber pours a brilliant copper hue crowned with a thick, persistent white head. The aroma leans malt forward, offering notes of toasted grain and whisper of ripe fruit. On the palate, it reveals a medium body with flavors of biscuit and caramel layered in gentle balance. The finish is dry, clean, and quietly satisfying, making it deceptively subtle beer that tends to disappear faster than expected.
I wanted to go to Alaska, and not just for the beer. I think there's a lot in Alaska I'd enjoy seeing, but I think their beer would also probably be very, very enjoyable.
I just had lunch on Monday with one of my friends from school who just got back from an Alaskan cruise.
Go ahead, brag about having friends.
I thought you were going to say, go ahead, brag about having friends who could go on an Alaskan cruise.
I'm going to say, the only reason you have friends, Kevin, is because you have a baby.
That's not true. Kev's been my bromance for years now.
Well, he brought up his game. He's got a pool too, so.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce you to Kevin and Mike, my husband and my heterosexual life partner. I do love a persistent head, Mike, so thank you for that beer review. We're going to take a quick break with these words from the Pod Nation Media Network, and we'll be right back with our main segment. Hey, movie lovers, this is Leo,
Mike,
and Kevin from Films and Fermentation.
If you love comedy, movies, and a good drink in hand, then you need to check out the Pod Nation Media Network.
It's home to a variety of amazing podcasts covering everything from pulp culture to history, and of course, movies like ours.
And the best part, Pod Nation Media Network is featured on Roku, so you can stream your favorite podcasts anytime.
Alongside Films and Fermentation, you'll find other fantastic shows like the KJ&A podcast, The Undiscovered Entrepreneur, Real Sharks, and so many more.
So grab a drink, press play, and join the fun with Pod Nation Media Network.
Because everything's better with a little comedy, movies, and booze.
Learn more by going to linktree.com/PodNationPods. All right, thank you for hanging out with us during that quick break with a word from our nation, the Pod Nation Media Network, our TV network that we belong to. Tonight, we're talking about late summer, early fall releases. We're covering July 10th through August, July 10th through October 10th. This is July 10th as of the recording of this episode. It'll be dropping on Tuesday, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, July 15th. But we're recording it on the 10th. So we're going to be talking about movies from then. Before we get to the list, I have one movie I want to bring up that's not on the list because it's already been released. It was released earlier. I didn't know much about this film when I first heard about it, and then I read into it a little bit, and I thought, I need to talk about this. It's called Eden. I'm sorry, Eden.
Like Garden of Eden?
Eden, like Garden of Eden. It's a Ron Howard film. So at first I was like, this is interesting. Ron Howard hasn't done a movie in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Let me look into this a little bit. And then I read that it is an R-rated erotic thriller. And I'm like, from Ron Howard? how erotic could it be? And then I saw that this erotic thriller from Ron Howard. Well, then I saw that this erotic thriller from Ron Howard stars Ana de Armas, Sydney Sweeney, and Vanessa Kirby.
Oh, you don't want to see that movie.
And after I read that, the first thing that popped in my head was
You had me at hello. You had me at hello.
that popped in my head. Right
Popped in your head. Yeah.
Yeah, had me at hello.
Yeah.
As in hello. So that is a movie.
What do you expect from a director who names his kids after places where they were conceived?
I wonder where he got the name Eden from. But I watched the trailer and I was like, yep, I think I might check this out. Now that brings us to the list proper.
You got to go to the dirty movie district of Philadelphia to see that one.
That one I think is actually on streaming now. I have to kind of search it out.
Hey,
but yes.
Real quick, there was something we probably should have went over during you didn't have your movie news.
What's that?
Michael Douglas has retired from acting.
I thought he retired from acting a while ago.
Michael Douglas,
and
Kirk Douglas has apparently.
Who's the actress that played the Wasp in Ant-Man and the Wasp?
Yeah, Evangeline
Lilly.
Yeah.
The two of them, Evangeline Lilly and Michael Douglas, both retired from acting following Quantumania. So yes, you're telling me that, but I saw that the other day. But it had both actors on there. It had him. And
I didn't see her
from acting.
Saw his because he was like 80 years old.
Well, I think also because Quantumania was a flop. It was
So when they did Ant-Man and the Wasp and they de-aged Michael Douglas for the scene in the beginning, and that was it, right? It wasn't Ant-Man, it was Ant-Man and the Wasp, but they de-aged him, the whole thing, or was that the first one?
It was the second movie.
Okay.
Yeah, it was Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Look, man, they did a great job with de-aging him.
Oh, yeah.
And
it was one of the better de-aging effects that I've seen.
Yeah. I'm looking at
better than the De Niro de-aging.
Pulled a lot of this from Wall Street, you know?
It was better than De Niro in The Irishman. All right, so on to the list proper. We're going to start with the July 10th through July 31st releases, starting with two movies that are already in the theater as of the recording of this episode. Jurassic World Rebirth, the first one, is a PG-13 film directed by Gareth Edwards, starring Scarlett Johansson, Mahershala Ali, Jonathan Bailey, Rupert Friend. It was wide release July 11th, but has already been open in some theaters for the last week anyway. Not getting good reviews out of this one.
Look, with the Jurassic movies, I'm just going to classify them that way. The first one does really well. I enjoy the first movie. I can appreciate it. And then it goes downhill. So Jurassic Park, great movie. Really enjoyed it. Lost World, not so good. Jurassic Park 3 was a bomb. Jurassic World, great movie. I mean, not great movie, but good movie. Good movie. I can enjoy it. It was a fun adventure, you know.
I love the movie poster, though. Damn.
What's that?
I love that movie poster.
Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, not that great. You know, not terrible, but not that great. Jurassic Park Dominion or Jurassic World Dominion, horrible.
So right? I have not seen Dominion yet.
No. You haven't missed much. You're really not missing much of anything.
It's what I'm gathering.
I mean, it's a huge stretch. They bring Biosyn back into it, and I'm like, oh, Biosyn and Dodgson. You know, it's like, oh, you got Dodgson here. But
nobody cares.
Nobody cares, and actually, Dodgson is the worst villain ever done. You know, so. I have no desire. I know, we have a Scarlett Johansson fans. I am one of them. But that is the only thing that would make. I'm looking at this and I see monsters. I don't see dinosaurs. I see the one T-Rex show up, but I see for the most part it's just mixed breeds and monsters.
Yeah. That's what they were doing in the last couple movies. Even in the first of the.
Well, they developed new dinosaurs, right? These
More
don't even
teeth.
look like dinosaurs. Yeah.
It's funny is like they don't realize that they've actually gotten kind of meta on themselves. Because in Jurassic World, Bryce Dallas Howard's character talks about how people aren't scared of the regular dinosaurs anymore, so they have to come up with things that are scarier.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're doing it in the films themselves, like trying to create scarier dinosaurs. I was like, the raptor and the T-Rex was all I needed in the original Jurassic Park.
Yeah. The Dilophosaurus did not get enough play. It was a good.
Oh no, that was a scary one too. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a movie reviewer I watch on YouTube all the time. He's called The Critical Drinker, and he did a review of Jurassic World recently, and he called it Jurassic. He kept calling it Jurassic World Afterbirth. So yeah, I think on a scale of 1 to 3, 1 being don't care, 2 being wait for streaming, or 3 being can't wait to get to the theater to see this, I'll probably give it a 2. I'll probably give it 2.
This is Happy Peacock is free for Xfinity. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's about it.
Yeah,
I'm going to say 2, a loose 2, because I still have to see Dominion. So
well, it's a 2 just because.
Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, that's why.
Is that 1, 2?
Yeah.
For those of you who don't watch us on YouTube, you might want to check it out. The next one we got here is Superman, also PG-13, directed by James Gunn. I hear a lot of people online calling this Guardians of the DCU. Starring David Cornsweet, Rachel Brosnahan, and Nicholas Hoult. There's a large ensemble cast in this film, including Nathan Fillion and Isabella Merced and a bunch of other actors. It's got its wide release today, or it's got its opening release today, wide release tomorrow. There's already 30-second spoiler clips on TikTok because people just can't wait to ruin it for others. So if you don't want to go to the theater to watch it, just get a TikTok account and you can watch it in 30-second increments. Mike's not interested.
No, not really, because it's James Gunn again. Is it going to be dark like the last one? The last couple of them? So.
Well, no. I mean, James Gunn is Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Zack Snyder was the dark one. James Gunn was levity. He was a little lighter, I mean, you look at the Guardians movies and they're funny.
I mean, from the 30-second clips that I watched today, unexpectedly, it does look like it has that sort of Guardians of the Galaxy feel to it.
Well, my thing about the DCU is they're doing what Marvel did back when Marvel was crashing a lot. They keep rebooting. They need to do what MCU did this last time: is go away from their main characters and do a different movie.
I kind of feel like they're trying a little bit with James. They did Suicide Squad first.
The Gods and Monsters, or this phase is called Gods and Monsters, isn't it?
Yeah.
And he's got the cartoon series, which is now on HBO Max.
That was actually really good. Creature Commandos is a really good series.
The Peacemaker, the TV series
which has been really good. Suicide Squad film that James Gunn did was really good.
Squad, yeah.
Yeah, but I think I would have gone, instead of making a Superman movie again, grab Nightwing. He's connected, but he's not in your face like all the main ones.
Didn't they do a Nightwing television series? Wasn't there a Nightwing TV series that came out?
Titans was like an adult version of Teen Titans.
Yeah. I mean, look, I want the DCU to be as successful as the MCU, and I know to get that way, you have to use the characters that the DC universe has the most attraction with. Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. If he needs to clean the slate and start going in a new direction, then that's what he needs to do. I liked Henry Cavill. I liked Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. I thought that they had a good start. I just think they tried too much too quick And
they were
they
playing
didn't
catch
have a
up to
plan.
Marvel.
Exactly.
They were really playing catch up, and it was just they should have done the Marvel model and not tried to get where Marvel was at the time.
Right.
Right,
But
like I said,
in James Gunn, I trust. So
like I said,
We'll see.
I mean, not saying that Iron Man is a secondary character, but he's not like the most popular one out there.
no,
He
but
kinda
they
is
had.
now,
I mean,
but-
Spider-Man
Yeah,
was.
but before that,
Spider-Man was
X-Men.
the X-Men. You know, and those had their run. They had their runs. You know. And
Yeah,
they did really well. They did really well box office wise. You don't like the stories, and I get that because you're a purist. That's understandable. But box office wise, X-Men did really well with X-Men and X2. Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 2. We were just talking earlier about the Fantastic Four. First one did great. Second one, not so much. So, you know.
But they did. But what I'm saying is DCU is still doing what Spider-Man has been doing for years. Make a couple movies, let's start over and start again. With the same.
Would you rather them do Elastic Man? And I know you said Nightwing and, Hawkman, and they tried with Green Arrow, not Green Arrow. I'm sorry.
I think they should have started with a Martian Manhunter film.
Good help. I mean, they have plenty of characters they can go with.
I know with this new Superman film, they announced that Millie Alcock from House of the Dragon is going to be playing Supergirl. And in one of the clips I inadvertently seen today, I got to see her as Supergirl for the first time. And she looks amazing. She reminds me of the Helen Slater Supergirl from the early 80s. Very, very sort of similar look.
Right.
So I'm kind of excited. This is a 3 from me. I want to go to the theater and see Superman. I know it's a 2 for Mike.
Me too. I may do this I may see if my father wants to go with me, and
it was just
a babysitter for Nolan.
It's like I did with Iron Man. And I didn't go see that in the theater. I waited till it came out until I waited to see.
Yeah.
I've been disappointed by so many superhero movies before, and now I've been disappointed by so many DCU movies before.
Thinking about it now, though, do you wish you had seen it in theaters?
No, I was.
No, you were still content with having seen it on the small screen. Okay.
No, I've seen many others since then on the big screen.
Right. Okay.
All right, cool. Let's blow through the rest of July here. Next one is a movie called Eddington by Ari Aster, which stars Joaquin Phoenix, Pedro Pascal, who is quickly becoming the Rock lately, as he's in 85% of all movies that are being made right now.
Yeah.
Luke Grimes, Deidre O'Connell, which is being released in mid-July. I've seen a trailer for this. It looks interesting. It's sort of a cowboy noir film about 2 friends in a small southern town who are kind of at odds with each other. Joaquin Phoenix is the sheriff of the town. My one thing that I'm afraid of with this is because the last 2 Ari Aster films I've saw, which also starred Joaquin Phoenix, were 2 of the strangest fucking movies I've ever seen in my life. So I don't know if this has the potential to be a strange film or if it's going to be like a straightforward story. So I don't know. Then there's the reboot of I Know What You Did Last Summer, called I Know What You Did Last Summer. Directed by Jennifer Cadian Robinson, starring Madeline Klein, Chase Wonders, Jonah Howard King, and Tariq Withers, with a cameo appearance by Jennifer Love Hewitt from the original film. Wide release in July. Anybody care about I Know What You Did Last Summer reboot?
Nope.
No.
That's a 1 for me.
That got a.
That's
what are you waiting for?
Yeah. You know the story behind that one? That was a line that was contributed by a kid who got a chance to include a line of his in the film, and they filmed it and included it, and Jennifer Love Hewitt hates it because it's like the thing that everybody screams at her when they see her on the street.
Well, you see, it's not as good as I know him. He's a friend from work. I mean, that was a better contribution.
That's a Make-A-Wish kid. He knew what he was doing. Yeah, I'm not interested in this at all. I saw the original one in the theater with my wife back when we were dating.
Yeah, but that one was,
it was good. I actually enjoyed it, but I haven't seen any of the other ones, like the
No.
sequels or anything like that. So
It also had Sarah Michelle Gellar in it, too.
it did. It's Sarah Michelle Gellar, Freddie Prinze Jr., Jennifer Love Hewitt, Natasha Lyonne, I believe, was in it.
Mhm.
And I don't remember who the other person was in it. Was it Ryan Phillippe?
Natasha Lyonne wasn't in it.
No, it wasn't Natasha Lyonne.
No,
There was
no,
another actress in it.
Yeah, it was the one that was married to Ellen for a minute.
Oh, Pompeo?
No, not
No.
Portia. The one from the Harrison Ford movie, Day and Night, Night and Day, or I don't know.
I'm looking it up
Anyway.
now. It's gonna fucking bother me if I don't look it
I also had the guy from Big Bang Theory.
up. That's right, Jonathan Galecki was in it.
Mm-hmm.
Anne Heche is in it. Jennifer Love Hewitt, Sarah Michelle
Anne
Gellar,
Heche, that's
Phillippe, Freddie Prinze. I don't know who the actress was that I was confusing. What's her face?
Natasha Lyonne.
I have no idea. Yeah,
Maybe you're
that's the
thinking of
original
Urban
one.
Legend. That was another one. That
Urban
came
Legend. All right, on to one that we really can't wait for. This is definitely a 3 for all of us. Smurfs. Directed by Chris Miller, starring Rihanna as Smurfette, James Corden, Nick Offerman, and J.P. Karliak. Wide release in July. Did we need another Smurfs?
No. No. Look, kids today don't even know who the hell the Smurfs are. There is no, to my knowledge, current production of Smurfs cartoons or Smurfs or anything Smurfs.
I think this will be.
They don't know who Gargamel is.
No, this will be a hit because it'll be a thing that people take their kids to just to take them somewhere.
Yeah, but I mean, look, we grew up with the Smurfs. Do we really even give a shit? No.
Can they quit killing my childhood by making bad movies out of it?
They just pull up the 80s, Saturday moving cartoon list. And it's like, okay, this year we're going to do Heathcliff and we're going to do Smurfs. And
we have not had a Heathcliff movie yet.
No, we've had Garfield.
We've had a couple Garfields. It's one of my favorites.
We're going to do Gummy Bears next. And
in Zombieland, when Bill Murray makes his cameo and Jesse Eisenberg accidentally shoots him.
Yeah.
As he's dying, Abigail Breslin says to him, "Do you have any regrets?" And he goes, "Probably Garfield."
And then, next would be the Snorks.
Snorks.
I would go see a Snorks movie. I love the Snorks. I had Snorks bed sheets as a kid.
You mean the underwater Smurfs?
Swim along with the Snorks. Next film, Fantastic Four: First Steps, PG-13, directed by Matt Shackman, starring Pedro Pascal, Vanessa Kirby, Eben Moss-Bachrach from The Bear, and Joseph Quinn from Stranger Things as the first family of Marvel. Any excitement on this one?
I'm looking forward to it, but I think my excitement's 60 to 70% tied to MCU.
Yeah.
They've tried this. They've even tried this storyline before, where it was the Silver Surfer and Galactus. Galactus was much different looking than this one coming out.
He was a giant fucking cloud in that movie.
Yeah, this one is more comic book accurate. But yeah, I'm intrigued. That movie poster though makes it look like a Watcher is watching over them, not Galactus.
Yeah, it looks like it does. It looks like a Watu the Watcher.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of excited about it. I think I'll probably hit the theater for this one at some point. Only because I went and saw Thunderbolts in the theater and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was one of the better MCU films they've had in a while. And according to them, it was a bomb in the box office, even though it made over like $200 million. But there was a teaser at the end for the Fantastic Four in the Thunderbolts film. So it kind of got me a little more interested in it to see like where it goes. Like how do they end up in the modern MCU, considering their story takes place in like a retro futuristic 60s. I don't know. I'm interested in it. I think it's a 3 for me.
Yeah, it's going to be a 3 for me, I think.
Yeah, definitely a 3.
All right. Excuse me. Next one is called The Heads of State. I just saw a trailer for this. It says to be announced, but supposed to be coming out this month. Director Ilya Naishuller, starring John Cena, Idris Elba, Priyanka Chopra, and Jack Quaid. From what I gather from the trailer, John Cena and Idris Elba are like Secret Service agents, and something happens.
John Cena is supposed to be the president of the United States.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And the other guy is the Prime Minister of England.
So you know what?
Head of states.
That immediately went from a 1 to a -1.
Wait, do you not have confidence in John Cena portraying the president of the United States?
I like him as
taking the current political environment into consideration. Are we sure we can really see him as a?
I almost feel like casting John Cena as the president of the United States is a knock at The Rock saying he was going to run for president.
Man, I think it's a step up. I'm all about it.
John Cena. Well, the best thing about him as president is you can't see him. That's a 1. That I have zero interest in that film. Either of you interested in going to the theater to see Heads of State?
No, I'll see it when it comes on. See it when it comes on TV.
All right.
I'll wait till it comes down to the streaming services with the commercials in it.
So when it gets on Tubi. One that I was not too sure of until I saw the trailer, which is coming out on August 1st, is the Naked Gun reboot with Liam Neeson as Frank Drebin Jr. There's the poster. Liam Neeson and Pamela Anderson, who's been kind of making a comeback lately. She was a Golden Globe nominee for a movie she was in last year. Look Out Crime. He's fully armed. I saw the trailer and I was like, it has the spirit of the original Naked Gun film. That sort of like irreverent comedy. The clueless guy who just kind of falls into success.
Here's what I'm hoping, that Liam Neeson can adjust his face for the comedic moments, if you know what I mean. Because Leslie Nielsen, he could play the straight face. He could, he never really was gritty. He was just straight with his delivery. But at certain scenes, his face could definitely emote surprise or whatever was going on. And I don't think I've ever seen that from Leslie Nielsen. Leslie Neeson.
Liam Neeson is
beneath, that's all, folks.
It's directed by Akiva Schaffer, who is a comedy writer. And it's also produced by Seth MacFarlane, who has worked with Liam Neeson in comedy already as a guest star on Family Guy and in A Million Ways to Die in the West. So I know Liam Neeson has the comedy in him. So I'm hoping it comes across in this film. I'm excited though. I kind of want to go to the theater to see this one. So this is a tentative 3 for me. I feel like I need to watch the trailer a couple more times and see if I really definitely wanted to say it. I do love the scene in the trailer though, where they're kneeling down in front of the pictures of their dads, and it's him kneeling down in front of Frank Drebin and his partner kneeling down in front of the other guy's picture. And then they go down the line, and then it's like the picture of OJ, and they cut to the black guy kneeling in front of it, and he's like shaking his head. So I kind of want to see this one.
I'm going with a week 2.
A week 2, like maybe watch it when it comes out.
Yeah.
I'd say a 3.
I'm in a comedy mood.
As I said,
tentative 3, but it's a 3.
Tentative 3, 2.5. If I got nothing better to do that week, I might go to the theater and see Naked Gun. Coming out August 8th is a movie that I am really excited for. It's called Weapons. It's an R-rated horror film by Zach Krieger, starring Josh Brolin, Julia Gardner, Alden Ehrenreich, and Benedict Wong. The reason I'm excited about this is it's the sophomore film from Zach Krieger. His debut film was a horror film that came out in 2022 called Barbarian. And it was one of the scariest, most original horror films I've seen in a long time. and a really, really excellent debut film. So I watched the trailer for this a couple times. It has a really creepy, atmospheric trailer. Josh Brolin looks like he's going to be really amazing in this film. There's not much about the plot right now because they're trying to like kind of keep it under wraps for the release. His first film had a major twist in it, so I think that's why they're kind of trying to keep a little bit of the plot under wraps. Again, I'm not sure if I will go to the theater to see this because I'm not big on watching horror films in the theater. I like watching those in the comfort of my own home. So I may go to the theater for this. So this is probably like a 2.5 for me because I'm like on the fence as to whether I want to watch it in the theater or wait for it to come out.
I know nothing of the movie. It's a 1 until I at least see a trailer.
Yeah,
check out the trailer for it. It looks really creepy. It looks really good.
I'm a big poor guy anyway, so
yeah, it's called Weapons. It's kind of like more like a it looks more like a sort of psychological horror than like a gore kind of, jump in your face kind of horror.
Mm-hmm.
August 8th, Freakier Friday, the long-awaited sequel to Freaky Friday with Lindsay Lohan and Jamie Lee Curtis. I'm happy to see that Jamie Lee Curtis is following up that Oscar win with some real bangers.
She's got to help her girl Lindsay Lohan get money.
This and Borderlands were her follow-up.
Yeah. No, I don't even think I saw the first one, to be honest with you.
I may have. I have no idea.
I know it's a body switch kind of thing. They did the same thing with Matthew Perry and that kid from High School Musical, and it's been done.
Freaky Friday is actually
a remake.
A remake.
Yeah.
Of a Disney film from the 70s. So, yeah.
So,
isn't it the same actress from Parent Trap?
Haley Mills?
Haley Mills.
That did the
and Haley Mills?
Or was it? I don't remember.
No, Lindsay Lohan was the same actress from the Parent Trap.
No, I know that. I thought the Freaky Friday might have been like the same. It was Jodie Foster was in the original Freaky Friday. Yeah, I knew it was.
This concept has just been overdone. There was a movie in the '80s where a man and a woman swap bodies. And I think that was Kirstie Alley, or
we did it on our Twin Films episode where we were talking in like I think it was like 85 or 86. There were 5 body switch movies in the same year. So I mean, yeah, it's an overdone thing. August 15th is a film from Celine Song starring Dakota Johnson, Chris Evans, and Pedro Pascal again.
What man's making
called The Materialists. I saw the trailer for it. It's a 1. I like Dakota Johnson for her interviews. Her movies are hit or miss for me.
You just admitted to liking Dakota Johnson.
I like Dakota Johnson for her interviews. Like her interviews are the best, man. Her interviews are the best because she's very honest.
She's the nepotism poster child, It's
but
she's not a great actress.
She's not, and she's very honest in her interviews, which I appreciate. Great.
I can be honest in interviews too.
She was on Hot Ones recently, and after watching it, I thought to myself, she'd probably be a fun hang. One that I am kind of interested in comes out on August 22nd is called Honey Don't. It's from Ethan Coen, one of the Coen brothers, and stars Margaret Qualley, Chris Evans, and others. And it's sort of like what's that?
Did the Coen brothers break up?
No, they've kind of been doing their own thing separately lately. Like one of them directed Green Book by himself and won the Oscar for that. So they've kind of been like working separately lately.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the movie poster for it. Honey Don't. She only has 2 desires, and one of them is justice. It's sort of a private detective type story. Takes place in the 60s. Margaret Qualley is the star. You got Aubrey Plaza on the poster there too. Chris Evans. And it looks like it has the typical like sort of quirky Coen brothers humor and action like they have in things like Oh Brother, Where Art Thou and Raising Arizona and movies like that. So, I mean, as somebody who kind of likes the Coen brothers, I'm interested in seeing that, although I think it's probably a 2 for me.
It's a 1 for me.
A 1 for you? Oh,
Yeah.
shame. I like Coen Brothers, so I'll probably watch it.
No, I mean I like the Coen Brothers. I don't know. Maybe a 2. Yeah, maybe a 2.
Maybe a 2. I like Margaret Qualley. Like you're talking about nepotism. Like she's a nepo baby. She's Andy McDowell's daughter, but I actually think she's a better actress than Andy McDowell. So, going to September now, early September release. Kev, I think you might be interested in this one. It's called Life of Chuck. Stars Tom Hiddleston, Chiwetel Ejiofor, Karen Gillan, and Mia Sara. And the reason I say you might be interested in it is because it's directed by Mike Flanagan.
Yeah.
And it doesn't look like a horror.
We get to branch out, see his chops and something else. I'd like to see this,
especially like a feature film too. Like not even it actually looks like it had a release already in 2024, like a what do you call release? Like a
limited theater.
Like a film festival limited theater release.
Like
it has a wide release.
Yeah.
Yeah, having like a wide release in September. Here's the poster for it. Tom Hiddleston says, absolute masterpiece, emotional epic, truly profound and magical, the best Stephen King film ever made. I didn't realize it was a Stephen King story. I was more excited by the fact that it starred Tom Hiddleston and Karen Gillan in something other than an MCU project.
I'm shocked they brought back Mia Sara.
I know.
I'm looking forward to seeing, where she's at.
Yeah. I mean, she's in her 60s now, but still looks pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just more excited when I saw Mike Flanagan's name on it. I was like, this is interesting. Because it doesn't look anything like House of Usher or Haunted Hill or any of those shows, Midnight Mass. Right. It looks like a straight up, like sort of dramatic life story kind of film.
Yeah,
so that's
see this.
That's a tentative 3 for me. I'm not sure if that's theater or streaming, but I'm definitely going to say it. Strangers Chapter 2. That's a 1.
Is a huh?
I like Strangers, the first film, The Strangers. It's a horror film. It's got it's Liv Tyler stars in it. Very creepy film. About this couple alone in this cabin for the weekend, and a group of strangers in masks show up and like torture them for 2 hours. And it has one of the what's that?
That's what happens in a cabin in the woods.
Yeah, and it has one of the creepiest lines in a horror movie of all time, where at the end Liv Tyler says to them, why are you doing this? And the one stranger says, because you were home. I mean, it's fucking scary.
Yeah.
As far as a sequel, not necessary. That takes us to the early September release of Downton Abbey 3, the last film to star Maggie Smith. I didn't know there was a Downton Abbey 1 and 2. I knew there was a series. I didn't realize there was a movie. Having never watched the series, I'm probably not going to watch the movie.
Look, I caught the series. I'm going to give this a 2. I've caught the series. It's intriguing.
I know it's one of Happy Hogan's favorite series.
Yeah. I don't think I have a desire to not, to go see it, but no.
Early September as well, starring Vera Farmiga and Patrick Wilson. Conjuring: The Last Rites. How many goddamn Conjuring movies can they make?
Didn't they kill that Annabelle doll yet?
I mean, it says Last Rites. I'm assuming it's supposed to be the last film, but I doubt it since,
Last Crusade said that too. Let's see.
Well, also said that in Friday the 13th when it was like Jason's, the death of Jason or some shit like that, and he still comes back. All right.
Hey, I need to take 5 real quick.
All right, cool. Now we're gonna blow through October here. We only have a little less than 2 weeks of movies to look at for the early fall. October 3rd is an interesting film that I saw a trailer for recently, and I was like, "Holy shit! The Rock is trying to act." It's called The Smashing Machine. Directed by Benny Safdie, who did Uncut Gems. It stars Dwayne Johnson, Emily Blunt, Ryan Bader, and Baz Rutten. It's a true story, based on a true story. The Rock.
So is Walking Tall.
What's that?
So is Walking Tall.
So is Walking Tall. This is like an actual true story. So the Smashing Machine is the story of mixed martial artist and UFC champion Mark Carr. It talks about his career as a UFC fighter, his addiction to pain pills, how his career was almost destroyed by it. There's a picture of The Rock in the movie poster there. And having watched the trailer for it, I was like, wow, it's The Rock acting. Like it's not a character written to be The Rock. It's The Rock playing a character.
Wow.
It looks really good. I mean, I'm probably going to wait for it to come out. On
John Batiste move. Am I saying
Dave Batiste move? Yeah,
Dave Batiste move with what was that one he did? The one, the M Night Shyamalan one. You were like, wow.
Oh, Knock at the Cabin. Yeah, he's done a few where I was like, wow, Dave Batiste can act, like Dune and Blade Runner. Yeah. But this is the first time in a while where I've seen The Rock in something where I was like, wow, The Rock trying to be an actor here. And from all the stuff I'm seeing in the trailer, it looks intense. It looks pretty serious. Emily Blunt's in it. Emily Blunt is great and everything. So it looks pretty good. I don't know if it's one I'll see in the theater. It's probably more of a streaming thing for me. But it's definitely one I kind of want to check out because it does look pretty like a pretty different role for him. October 3rd is another film, and Kevin and I were talking during a little break about this. We thought Daniel Day-Lewis retired. He did retire, but he came out of retirement briefly for this film coming out on October 3rd called Anemone. Stars Daniel Day-Lewis, Sean Bean, Samuel Bottomley, and Sophia Oakley-Green. And the reason he came out of retirement for this film is because it is written and directed by his son, Ronan Day-Lewis.
Oh, okay.
So he came out of retirement briefly as a favor to his son for this movie called Anemone. If I watch it at all, it will be on streaming. I'm probably not going to watch that.
Yeah.
The only movie I haven't seen yet in the theater that I really want to kind of see, but at this point, I'm probably going to wait for it to come out on streaming, is the Phoenician Scheme, the latest Wes Anderson film.
Oh, right.
I wanted to see it in the theater. I just haven't gotten a chance to go there, so probably I'll end up waiting for that to come out. I
mean, if I can find out if Sean Bean dies in the movie, I may see it in the theater. But if he ends up living, I may end up just waiting for it to stream.
Yeah. The last one I have here for...
If he dies in that one, do we have to go back and redo our brackets again?
Yeah, I think we might have to anyway. We should do the Danny Trejo bracket. He's died in 87 films. The last one we have here, October 10th, is Tron Ares, directed by Joaquin Roning, starring Jared Leto, Greta Lee, Evan Peters, and Hassan Minaj. I love Tron. The Tron Legacy wasn't that bad. I was like, oh, this could be interesting. And then I saw it was starring Jared Leto, and I was like, one.
He went.
But it's also got Evan Peters. We like Evan Peters.
I do like Evan Peters, but the trailer has it that they're bringing the game to the real world. And
wasn't that what Clue was trying to do in Tron Legacy anyway? Was to come into the real world?
It's more fun in the game. It doesn't have why does everything have to come to the real world? Why is it going to start Jared Leto?
To get into the mindset for his character in this, I heard he started just sending NES games to his co-actors, and they had to blow.
He was going
to
He was creating fake accounts on X and trolling his co-stars. Yeah,
that's right.
The last one I have here is it's not coming out in early fall or summer or whatever. It's coming out a little later next year. But I wanted to mention it because I saw the trailer the other day. It's The Running Man with Glenn Powell starring in the film. Before everybody gets upset about another 80s film being rebooted, this is not a reboot of the Arnold Schwarzenegger film. It is a Running Man film that is more faithful to the novel by Stephen King. I saw the trailer for it. The trailer looked really interesting. As somebody who's read the novel and realized how different it is from the original film, I'm kind of curious to see this one. Again, probably will be a streaming thing for me, but I might check it out.
I like the fact that they got Steve Harvey to play the game show host.
It's not Steve Harvey. It's not Steve Harvey. It is Coleman Domingo, who is a up and coming actor who's been nominated for Oscars twice in the last 2 years. So
but it would be better if it was Steve Harvey.
It probably would have been funny because Richard Dawson was the host of the film, and you would have a Family Feud connection there. So it would be kind of funny, but yeah, they didn't go that route. I'm kind of interested in that film. So anyway, that is the movie releases for early or for late summer, early fall. Mike, you have any beer trivia or history for us this evening?
Some beer history. In early civilizations, beer was more than just a beverage. It was a vital cornerstone of communal life and hospitality. Brewing and sharing beer was often a collective effort, strengthening social bonds and reinforcing community identity. In ancient Mesopotamia, for example, beer was not only a daily dietary staple, but it was a key medium for social interaction. The Sumerians gathered in a tavern called Bit Sambu, sometimes translated as alehouse. Oh, shit. Where did the alehouse go? There we go. It changed pages on me. Where beer was consumed through communal drinking vessels and stories, songs, and ideas were freely exchanged. These establishments served as vibrant social hubs, fostering dialogue, entertainment, and cohesion within the community.
A lot of persistent head in those shared troughs.
Yep.
We got a cinema quote of the week here.
Okay, I'm not going to say it in his character. I was toying with the idea. I don't think that's a good idea. And it's a human need to be told stories. The more we're governed by idiots and have no control over our destinies, the more we need to tell stories to each other about who we are, why we are, where we come from, and what might be possible. That's from Alan Rickman.
You didn't want to try that? And it's
a human
stories and have no control over our destinies.
Always
stories to each other. I'm starting to get like Austrian all of a sudden. All right, let's revisit our drinks before I piss myself.
My
beautiful thing about
great.
The beautiful thing about Jack Daniel's Cherry Coke drinks, they're really easy to drink because they do taste just like Cherry Coke. The downside of that is they're really easy to drink because they taste like Cherry Coke. So I've downed 2 of them already. I'm buzzed and I got to piss. And Kevin, your margarita was good?
Margarita was great. I'm always a little more heavy-handed with the tequila than I should be, but that's okay. It cuts down on the acid reflux from the sourness. And the summer ale, always a good summer drink.
And Mike, you enjoyed your namesake drink there?
Well, I moved on after the lemonade to a cherry.
I wouldn't have even moved on from the lemonade. I would have just started with the black cherry.
And like you were saying, the good thing about a Mike's Hard, whatever, is they're easy to drink.
That's what it is. They're easy to drink. All right, everybody. Thank you for joining us tonight for episode 202, Superman, Smurfs, and Sips, a boozy movie review. We hope you enjoyed listening to the episode as much as we enjoyed recording it for you. Don't forget, you can email us at filmsandfermentation@gmail.com. Visit linktree.com to or /filmsfermentation, find all of our social media and podcast links. You can find us on Roku on the PodNation Media Network, or you can text us at 904-867-4466. Please make sure you tell us who you are if you text us. And don't forget to stop by the crossroads between Pickled and Fermented next time around. Special episode next week. It's Shark Week as of the recording of our next episode. So in honor of that, for episode 203, we're going to be looking at a little film called
Sharknado.
Yes, Jaws. We're going to be looking at a little film called Jaws, which is celebrating its 50th anniversary this year.
So the shark has got glasses and a walker, and
he is one old shark
following after Chief Brody.
I don't know, man. The Greenland shark can live to be 500 years old and still swim better than I can walk. So, anyway, I'm Leo.
I'm Kevin.
I'm Mike.
This has been the Films and Fermentation podcast. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
All right.